Hi and welcome to another Popper and Stick Bag video. Well, today is part 2 of my spares or emergency kit bag. So this specifically is if things have really gone wrong, shit has hit the fan and you've got to get off the boat that you're fishing on. So I learned one of these from one of the guys I happen to be fishing with. So on these, when he goes on the boat, he always takes a waterproof rucksack. So firstly, obviously, it keeps everything waterproof, but if you have to jump overboard, this is buoyancy, which I thought was really, really useful. This happens to be a Luma one. They don't do it in an orange, which I would have preferred, because I find that even though it's day glow yellow, there's sometimes at sea, depending on what the light is, you might not necessarily see the yellow. But anyway, so that's the rucksack. Because it is what it is, I keep a whistle on the outside of it, so I don't have to open it to get the whistle that I keep on here. So this is the emergency bag. So I bought several of these little waterproof bags. I found the 3 litre one just to be about perfect size wise. What do I keep in it? Let's see, first of all, a very, very small first aid kit. So there's an eye dressing in there, a couple of bandages, and there should be some skin closures in there as well, obviously vacuum sealed, and 2 bits there that I can just rip and then get into it. As I said, this is for when the shit hits the fan, so I also keep a tourniquet. There's lots and lots of different types of tourniquet available. That's the smallest, flattest one that I could find, and cheapest. Just take everything out and I can go through it with you. Right, we don't need that for the moment. With an emergency bag, it's what stage do you go, well, I need to take that, and I need to take that, and I need to take that. Fire, potentially, might need to make. I could take a ferrocerium rod, but that works usually first time. There is also a strobe and a battery, a waterproof strobe at that. A pen. There happens to be a swivel in there for some reason, but a small pen is also useful. A survival bag, that's the smallest, most compact one I could find, but a survival bag is very useful. In here we have, when I get it out, the heliograph. So they reckon that you can get these seen when you use it correctly for 2 or 3 miles away. So that's really, really good. Obviously a piece of string on it, but that's all to do with actually how you use it. Some cordage. I went for paracord specifically because inside 550 paracord you get, it's either 5 or 7 strands of individual cord inside it. So even though that's probably 3 or 4 meters long, I've then got 5 or 7 of these inner cores that can be that long as well, so useful. If I'm in a foreign country, I carry $200. Money always talks, and as I said, if you really, really need to get out of there, flashing some cash should help you get out of there. A knife. I'm undenied about this as to what I should take. I didn't want a multi-tool, so this is a Victorinox Tinker. I will try and show you all the necessary blades on it. So we have a Phillips screwdriver, when I can get it out. An awl with a loop as well for sewing. You've also got, I'm going to break all my fingernails here, the hook, tweezers and a toothpick. Where are we next? A blade. I'm going to put that away straight away so I don't cut myself, and then a smaller one. This is something I really wanted. This part of the kit was a pair of pliers. Pliers obviously can be very useful. And where's the next bit? And scissors. There's a couple of other bits and pieces on there, but yeah, the Victorinox Tinker, I bought that on Amazon for, I think, £35, something like that. The last thing, if I couldn't have any of this, this is what I would have instead. Now I keep it wrapped up in here just purely so it's super, super secure. Let's just open this. And this is a Rescue Me PLB1. So this is an EPIRB, or personal locator beacon. In the UK, these don't need a license. They're government funded. So yet again, if you really need to call the emergency services, You open that, you press the button, pulling out the aerial first of all, goes up to a satellite. It's 406 megahertz or 121 megahertz as well. And Falmouth Coast Guard in the UK will then be notified of this and will send someone to come and get you, which is handy. What else can I tell you about this? So this is, it's waterproof to 15 metres, it's fast, accurate positioning, there's a 7-year battery life, which is really good. High intensity strobe on it, so even though I've got a separate one, this one will have one, so I've got sort of backup if one decides not to work. And it's also considerably smaller. So it is a small kit. I try to take on every boat that I go on because you never know when things are going to go really, really wrong. And with this, and as it's so small, this can go in my either the rucksack I showed you or the pen bag that I take that you would have seen in other videos of mine. And it goes in the corner, out the way, don't even know it's there, don't need it, it's just super quiet. One thought just with that, these can be taken on an airplane. They can go in your hand luggage or they can go in the hold. On their website they do have details all about this. So if you have enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions, please do ask them below and I'll do my best to answer them as soon as I can. Many thanks now, bye bye.